Ladies and gentlemen, back by popular demand, she is in the kitchen. It's my mom.
Hello, everyone.
There you are.
I'm back again.
You're back again.
You couldn't get rid of me.
I know. She is back by popular demand. What are we going to make?
We are going to make Hungarian goulash.
This is a classic recipe that you would have made for me growing up.
In Hungary.
In Hungary.
Definitely.
I didn't grow up in Hungary.
No, he didn't, but we just used to pretend sometimes.
We did. So, I mean, this is a classic dish. It is slowly cooked. It's got tender pieces of meat, really fantastic flavour from the smoked paprika, and one that you made all the time. We're going to start it off by frying off our steak pieces, but I'm going to get you to do some chopping.
No problem.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
So I've got the onion and garlic.
Okay.
I've got the pepper for you, and I'm going to fry off our steak pieces. So you get chopping.
You got a lot easier work there.
These steak pieces are some chuck steak, or you can use skirt steak, but basically you want a piece of meat that isn't too expensive, that's going to be allowed to slow cook down over a long period of time so it becomes really nice and tender. In your pan, get a nice bit of oil going in here. You can use any oil here, sunflower oil, rapeseed oil, whatever you fancy, just a neutral flavoured oil. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I told you I'd make a mess of cooking.
Why are you cutting the onion like that?
Because I always do it this way.
Now I feel I have to watch you, so I want
Because
2
I have
seconds.
a knife in my hand, or is it because you don't like the way I cook my?
I don't know. I just feel I have to keep my eye on you.
Honest
now.
to God, I taught you everything you knew, and now you're telling me what I should be doing.
Apparently so. Right, let's get frying. We're going in with about half this steak mixture, and you want an even coating across the base of the pan here. Check out that wonderful golden steak. That is exactly what you're looking for. So transfer this out. It's time for your onions. Oh, a spoon. Do you want me to use that?
I will.
Or would you prefer me to use
Probably better off.
Micromanaging.
Absolutely.
Micromanaging.
But just easier to pull them out.
It is true. It is
This
true. I'm
time
glad you're in the
it's not
kitchen
really-
with me. Now it is time for the onions and the peppers.
Yes,
Thank
here we
you very
go.
much.
Beautifully done.
Thank you. They are. You've actually. You have gone through them again,
have
and they look
excelled.
much better now.
Yeah.
Our onions have softened down. Our green
Yes.
peppers are looking good.
They look great.
Meat
Yeah.
goes back in.
Yep.
And make sure you get all the juices from that meat in there as well. Now it's time for our spices. So we've got some smoked Hungarian paprika.
We have.
Why do you add that?
We added to give that distinctive flavour, which is the Hungarian goulash flavour.
Of course,
Yeah.
Hungarian goulash flavour, and some dried oregano for
Yeah.
more build of flavour, and of course some flour just to help thicken this through. Would you have normally added this?
It would depend on how it looked at the end, nearly. But look, you go and do your best.
I'll do my best. Thanks very much. Okay, so we'll just do a bit of dumping
Yeah.
and stirring.
Yeah.
Nice. Smoked paprika.
No, the flour is a good idea,
What?
actually. No, go ahead.
I am going to add
yeah,
the flour.
the flour is good.
Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah.
So all that goes in now, and give it all a good toss through. Once you get your smoked paprika in there, the dried oregano, and you have your flour, it starts to come together. So we're going to go in there with some tomato puree, and now it's time for some tinned tomatoes. You open that one, I'll open this one. Did you do it with a knife?
Well, I don't have any nails. Have you any nails?
Apparently so. This now goes into the oven at 140 degrees Celsius for 2 hours until that meat becomes mouth-wateringly tender. And while it's cooking, we're going to make some dumplings. We are, but let's get in the oven
Get it
first.
into the oven.
Okay, give me a hand.
I'll open
You
it
open the
up.
door, I'll put it in.
Oh,
You don't have to make the dumplings with the goulash, but I think, and it's something you definitely didn't do when I was growing up.
not at all.
But it is a nice way to finish off your goulash because you get the lovely stew and then you get the fantastic little paprika spice dumpling. So I'm going to show you how to make this.
Oh,
is
very
that
good.
okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go for
Okay.
it.
So we've got some self-raising flour going in here. If you don't have self-raising flour, just a teaspoon of baking powder in with plain flour will do the job. We've also got some extremely cold cubes of butter going in here. They do need to be cold so you get that kind of lovely crumbly pastry sort of taste and feel. It's all very nice. And then just to spice this up, I've got some of that smoked paprika again. So in with that, and now you've got to get your hands in there with your fingertips and just
Lovely.
make yourself a nice pastry
Yeah.
little blend.
Absolutely. This is very easy, but easier still is just a couple of baked potatoes in the oven, to be honest with you. With this goulash, it would really do
That
it
is
just
actually,
as well.
that is true. That is what she would normally serve it
Baked
with.
potatoes.
Now, this is what you're looking for. If you've got those sorts of golden breadcrumb mixtures and there isn't too many lumps of butter, you're in a good
Are you
place.
suggesting there are lumps of butter?
If there are, it's not the end of the world. But now, oh, sorry.
Thanks
There you
very
go.
much.
Okay, brilliant. So now bring it together with some ice cold water and just add about a tablespoon at a time. And I suppose the best thing to do is take a wooden spoon and then,
Thank you.
do you want me to do it?
Yes, you better.
You,
Yeah.
I'll do-
You've
you
left
go
me-
wash your hands.
You've left me in a mess.
Okay, this is looking good. It is time to make our little dumpling balls. So take a little bit. We're looking for kind of, I would say, bigger than a golf ball, smaller than a tennis ball.
Neither of which I know.
Right.
Okay.
Well, that's that's golf. That's ping pong ball. We want like this sort of size.
Well, that can be for me.
No, make it normal sized.
Okay.
Despite the back chat I've had from my lovely mother, our lovely dumplings are
Back
now
chat.
done.
They are done.
They are done.
Next step.
Next step, we're going to get our goulash out of the oven. It's had its cooking time, so grab it out of the oven. You look after the dumplings there. Keep an eye on them.
Make sure you use that dirty oven cloth again. won't you?
How am I going to do this?
I know.
Oh. Okay. Now this is the sort of creative Blue Peter part, okay? We've got to place our dumplings in and around this lovely pot.
Okay.
So you want to do this so you're going to get left with a dumpling crown. That's what you've got.
A crown?
A crown of dumplings. This now goes back into the oven to cook off until those dumplings have swelled up and become nice and tasty. But we do have some that has already cooked off, don't we?
Behind me.
Just like
Behind me.
Here's one we prepared earlier, so have a look at this. This is where the action is. Come right in, check this out, because when you lift off that lid, you are left with beautiful.
Oh, that looks great, Donal.
It does, are you not
Really, really good.
impressed?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
looks fantastic. If you want to serve it like this, it's fine. Serve it with a little bit of sour cream and it cuts through that richness of the tomato sauce. You've got your dumplings on the side. I think we do need to try some, so you need to grab a spoon. I need to grab a spoon. You got the smaller spoon.
Okay. You've always been that generous child. Before you do your tasting, you've got to get into the mood.
Okay, right. You've got the Hungarian hat.
Now, really,
That's a good
this is
look.
going to make the flavour so much better, Donal. What are you laughing
I
at?
don't know,
You
you're just
remember I
such
used
a
to wear
weirdo.
this when I picked you up from school
Yeah.
and I had this hat
Yeah,
on
yeah. You
and used
just-
to hide behind the school
Just eat the
gate.
bleeding goulash, okay? What do you think?
Oh, fantastic, fantastic.
Mm.
That's really, really good. Really, really good. Tasty.
It's a little hot.
It's hot, but it's very, very good.
It is properly delicious. You've got this rich sweetness, you've got that lovely smokiness, you've got a lovely lady in a
A
hat.
Hungarian mama.
This is a
What do
proper
you need?
goulash. It's
Oh.
a family favourite. If you want the recipe, it's in the box below over on my website. Make sure to like.
Like,
Subscribe.
please, and subscribe.
And of course, comment beneath if you want to see more of my lovely mother. If you want to
Please.
see more of her, even more of her,
With-
go check out the video we did making a delicious creamy white wine chicken, which will be in the video right this very moment. Until then, my friends, we will see you soon. Happy cooking.
Goodbye. Yeah.
I told you to make it bigger than that. What is this?
It's my golf ball.